Hi, this is Craig, and welcome to another episode of Cruising Off Duty. Well, if you've been watching the previous episodes, you know we had a little mishap with our boat and it needed some fixing. Since no service providers are available to do any work right now, we had to do a little home fix-it jobs to get the boat ready to sail. And even though it wasn't warm, we found a sunny day to actually get out for the first time sailing this year. There's literally 1,000 places we could go explore, but the first trip we decided to go west, went past Fort Henry, and then past the city of Kingston. There's just so much water and so many beautiful islands to explore, we just can't wait. But as anyone who's owned a sailboat knows, exploring the beauty is only half the benefit of having a boat. The other half is all the great friends you make. And in this episode, we celebrate a birthday with our good friend Theresa. All that coming up in this episode of Cruising Off Duty.
So we're at the boat right now doing some work. It's not really nice, so we're not going to go out, but the swans have come into the anchorage. Super excited. So we got a pair of loons and a pair of swans. So hopefully at some point we'll see baby swans and baby loons. Look at them.
Hello.
Good evening.
It's the 2nd of June, it's Friday, and it is night. Oh, now the sun's going behind the cloud. It was a gloomy, kind of wet, cold day today, but the sun just came out from behind the clouds, so we thought we'd let you know we're back on the boat this weekend. Just it was so cold and so windy, and we just spent the day doing some boat work.
We put on our bow thingy, our anchor roller, and took a nap, and then put our number
took a nap
on the bow there.
Yeah, so our registration number, which we've never put on the bow of our boat, but now that we're on the St. Lawrence and there's Coast Guard and other people, we put our own ON number, our registration number, on the bows of both sides of the bow of our boat. And then Nick came over next to this boat here. They have a friend over socializing.
Lynn.
Nick and Lynn, yeah, they have that boat right next to us. Good friends of ours from Ottawa. They came over and socialized, had some drinks, and he helped me with some electronic stuff.
Yes.
Tell them about the smoky, the smelly, burny smell.
Well, last time we were on the boat and I was going to bed and I turned on my light and
you turned on the cabin lights for the whole boat, actually.
And then all the lights went out. So
yeah. We didn't have the cabin lights turned on, so there's a switch on our main nav station. We turned on the cabin lights because we were about to go to bed, and that's how we turn on our lights in our bedroom. In the main salon, we tend to use these click LED lights that are battery powered, so we didn't have the cabin lights on until we were about to go to bed. And she closed her door and said, "Do you smell burning?" And I'm like, "No," because I was at the back of the boat. And then all of a sudden the circuit breaker snapped itself off. And I thought that was weird, so I turned it back on again, and then I pressed the battery voltage, and it was way low, like it was full, and now it was like 10 volts. And she said, "I can smell something burning." So we knew we had a short in the line somewhere. We had no idea where. But Nick's a bit of a fix-all kind of guy, so he brought over some battery testing ohm meters and other things, and we found out that our fan was shorted out. The wires had connected and shorted out, so the fan in her bedroom was the reason that we were shorting. But every time we turned on the cabin lights, even though the fan wasn't turned on, it would short and kill the batteries and just knock the control panel off. It was dangerous, really. The smell of smoke kind of scares you on a boat. So we got that fixed, and we also figured out that our windlass on the bow of our boat, which hasn't worked in years, we finally figured out with Nick's help that it's our solenoid that's burned out, so we got to order that. So this year's been all about fixing the boat up. So we never had an electrical issue before this year.
No.
But all of a sudden it seemed like we've been jinxed this spring.
We're going to buy all the tools that Nick has, because he easily figured it out with the tools that he's got.
It's some electric sensing tools, so we'll get that for our boat. So that was good. So we got stuff done, but we're a little disappointed. I mean, now it's sun and clouds, but earlier it was just straight miserable, cold, overcast, and looked like rain. It rained a couple of times earlier. Been very disappointing spring, very cold. It's cold right now, very wet.
I have a jacket over a sweater.
Yeah, I have just my sweater, but I'm cold. But anyways, so tomorrow we're gonna go out sailing. We're bound and determined. We got all our boat work done. Oh yeah, our bow roller now means we can anchor, so that's the main reason we couldn't go out until we got our anchor situation set up. We'll see how far we go. Sunday's supposed to be back to rain all day. Yeah. So if it's going to do that and the weather forecast doesn't change, we'll probably come back to the harbor here Saturday night. I don't want to come back in the pouring rain again in the freezing cold. So I don't mind rain if it's hot, but if it's cold and raining, it's just miserable. So anything else?
No.
No. Okay, we're going to have some bergs. Catch you later. All right. Morning. It's Saturday morning of our 3-day weekend. I get every second weekend off with Janice, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We would have loved to go sailing yesterday, but we still had boat work to do, and it was crappy as usual. Windy, very windy. Overcast, the odd spritz of rain, and cold, so not fun at all. So we did some boat work which needed to be done. We put this bow furler on, something just quickly bought from the chandlery 2 weeks ago when we were here. Unfortunately, you can tell because we have to tie it off to the side so it doesn't rub against the furler. It's a wee bit too narrow, but we already butchered it getting it in there, so we can't really return it, so we're just going to stick with that. At least it gets the anchor away from the bow of our boat. You can still see the chip mark there in the gel coat from the collision where the anchor got rammed back into the bow of the boat. We also got a registration number put on. Yay! We've had the number for a while. We just never bothered to get the stickers to put it on because where we were before was a lake that nobody ever monitored and just never seemed that important. Now that we're on the St. Lawrence and there's the Coast Guard, we definitely have to do it. So today, you can see Janice back there slightly adjusting the rig a bit. We tightened the rig. We're just gonna put some split pins in quickly now, even though we're not 100% sure it's perfectly tuned. What we need to do today is go out sailing. For the first time, we're gonna actually throw the sails up. And what happens is when you sail on your leeward side, if any of your shrouds are sloppy, then you can tighten them. And then you try and do that on both sides, you know, on a port tack, on a starboard tack, and then when one's a little sloppy, you tighten it a bit, and then when you finally feel like they're all equally tight, then you can put the split pins in and permanently bend them so that they're permanently like that for the rest of the season. So that's what we're gonna do today. Today looks beautiful. You have a hard time knowing that later it's going to get cloudy and tomorrow it's going to rain all day again. So today's our one and only day to enjoy the sunshine and go sailing. So looking forward to that. You looking forward to going out sailing for the first time?
Sure, yes.
Wish it was warmer though.
It's certainly windy enough.
Yeah, it's certainly windy enough, as you can see from the Canadian flag there. So that's that for now. So the next scene you'll see is probably us getting out of the harbor. Okay, leaving the harbor for the first time to go sailing for the first time. Yeah, I see the green. Yeah, I see it. I'm nowhere close to it. I just didn't want to run over it. Green is like underwater. I wouldn't want to come in or out of here at dark.
You had me at a low, 'cause where you go is where I go. I don't need nobody else. I got you, and you got me too.
So we are sailing for the first time this year, 2017. Woo, woo. Just the Genoa at this point, you know. Gonna start
Bring
small.
ourselves in slow here.
Yeah, new water. We don't want to have too much sail out.
We've already had enough fiascos for one.
And it's gusty. It's gusty. If I turn around and show you the Canadian flag, it's pretty straight out. For sail.
I've been saving you, and you save me too. Yeah, I need it. Don't you need me too? 'Cause I need you. Yeah, so call me anytime that you need a favor. Call me anytime I can come and sit in you.
Well, out here, I like this. A bit fresh, but at least it's sunny, so we could spend the whole day
Doing this, yeah. Wear a coat and a sweatshirt, but other than that, it's beautiful.
Staring into your blue eyes. We don't need nobody else. I got you, and you got me too. I've been saving you, and you save me too.
close to Kingston.
Time I can come and save you. Oh, oh. Call me anytime that you need a friend, and call me anytime when you're at a tight end. I got you.
That's the Wolfe Island ferry. It goes between downtown Kingston and Wolfe Island, which is all this land you've been watching on the left side. So that's Cedar Island, its lookout tower. It's part of the, Kingston used to have a fort, and there's a bunch of these lookout towers all over the city. They were afraid of the Americans coming to attack us. So Kingston was originally going to be the capital of Canada, but then Queen, whichever, I think it was the original Queen Victoria, whoever back in the day decided Kingston was too vulnerable to the Americans, and so changed the capital to Ottawa. So that's one of the lookouts.
Hello, so we're coming towards Kingston, and
Checking out Cedar Island first.
Yeah, we're gonna go check out Cedar Island over here, which is an Anchorage National Park. So we can go on it for free, provided it's not closed from the high water.
Cedar Island lookout tower. That is Fort Henry.
So on the side of this island, there's another island. So a very narrow passage between.
There's the anchorage to the right.
There's some boats in. Normally at normal water level, the docks are too shallow for sailboats, but right now,
I just popped it in neutral.
I guess it seems to work.
Yeah, it's open.
Yeah.
We could have been there. Okay, we've come around the bend of the Cedar Island here, and it is open, at least according to the way the boats are all situated.
Well, I don't
So-
see the sign on the edge of the
Yeah,
dock.
they don't have the
like
signs on the dock
other
saying
place.
closed. So it's awesome. We'll have to come back here. Once you get on this island, I'm not sure if you can get up to that lookout tower, but somebody told me you can. So that'd be pretty cool. We'll have to come back. So it's in this little cove where there's the military little marina, and then the rest of Fort Henry is over here, and then the rest of Kingston is down there. So definitely going to be exploring this area a lot this summer.
Go past Fort Henry. I've taken the kids there a couple of times. They have all the employees inside with the period costumes and the military uniforms, and they do, you know, cannon and rifle demonstrations. And you can tour the inside, like all the old, I guess, officers' quarters, etc. You can check it out. They have all the original furniture. Now we're coming around the corner into Kingston. Which I don't know what any of those buildings are, but they look nice.
If you pass Fort Henry, you start to get into what we would consider downtown Kingston. So that's where the ferry leaves from. That's sort of like the downtown business sector of Kingston. There's Janice filming on the front of the boat. Hey Janice! Janice filming with a little vlogging camera, and I'm filming with a bigger camera.
It seems like we're gonna head toward the Confederation Basin, but we're not gonna go in it because we don't know our way around that well in here. Just gonna get close and then turn around and go somewhere else.
I don't know what it means, but there's a smile upon your face, and I see something shimmering in your eyes. And they say if you want to glimpse the future, you need space. And you said you'll put down your morning guns. Would you follow me to wonders? Take my hand and walk beside me in a world of thunder. Fear is an imposter. When you look at me this way, find it hard to not give in.
Okay, when we're out motoring on a beautiful day like this, one good thing about motoring upwind is that we get limitless hot water. So Janice decided this was her time to go down and do the dishes. Yay, limitless hot water.
And we're gonna have the water tank refilled for showers.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yes, so that's the good thing about motoring.
Yeah.
Going outside, limitless hot water. So, as soon as you're done with drying, I'm going to put the sails up and we'll start sailing back? Or did you want to have your shower?
No.
Oh, okay.
Do that when we stop.
Okay. So we're going to sail back. As you can see from the flag, we're going dead upwind. So as soon as she's done with the dishes, I didn't want to heel over. We'll put the sails up. But it is such a beautiful day, and we have had so few of these this spring. It's not the warmest day, but we'll take it. See over here where you don't see any land at all? That's Lake Ontario. Right now we've been kind of in the St. Lawrence, but then it opens up to Lake Ontario. And it's, well, by our way of thinking, it's pretty much limitless water, because it would take us weeks and weeks and weeks to explore just Lake Ontario, and then there's all the other Great Lakes as well.
When you look at me this way, I find it hard to not give it.
This is a beautiful day. Couldn't ask for more than this, really, other than warmer. Warmer would be nice. But...
Warmer. Me again.
Yeah. So it's much cooler now.
Yeah, now it's getting real fresh. The cloud cover is increasing. It's not nearly as sunny. So yeah, we're heading back. The paddle at the back is barely turning.
Yeah, so it's
Kind
definitely
of a
there
dead
for show.
giveaway there.
Yeah, the paddle's barely moving. That's hilarious. The boat, and here comes the wake that we're gonna get from it. Not too bad. I mean, it's gonna make the boat bounce for sure. Whoa. I guess they're pretty big. Yeah, I guess that's bigger than it looks from far. Oh well. I'm not gonna swamp my 35-foot sailboat, but you wouldn't want to be a canoe.
Since we're going back to town, want to run to a grocery store?
Sure. I'm just filming this boat that's crossing in front of us. I hope he's crossing in front of us. What's he doing? Oh, now he's tacking. Oh, it's Dan! Hey! It's Dan!
Oh!
See ya!
Hey, you guys going home?
Yeah!
We're heading back.
You from the YouTube.
You do you?
You're now on YouTube!
Yeah. Say hi to YouTube. Oh, hi, lovely friends.
Hello, nice to meet you.
You too.
You coming back to the club later tonight?
Okie dokie.
Okay, we'll have drinks later. See ya! Dan and Theresa. And their son and his friends. And they're all going to be now on this episode. I was wondering why the boat was getting so close. He kept getting closer and closer. I thought, man, this guy's gonna ram me. Say hello, Janice. So this has been an awesome day. Sunny for most of it. Clouds are just starting to roll in, and it's going to be raining tomorrow. So we're going to go back to the club. Then we're going to go into town and get some instant coffee since we're out of coffee. We want that for breakfast tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's our plan, and it's getting a bit chilly. Right now I got a patch of sun, so it's nice and warm in the sun. As soon as it goes behind a cloud, it's quite cold. So we've got to head in, get bundled up, get everything, get our coffee, and call it a night. Awesome, awesome day. Got lots of footage too, so we should be able to have plenty for an episode. Right, Janice? Change of plans again. It's gotten sunny again and there's some blue sky over here, so we've decided it's warm enough for us to continue our sail. We're gonna go on the other side of Howe Island. So now we're heading east of our club. And last time we went to Kingston, we were west of our club. Time to tap. There we go. We should get Janice to do the next one. Maybe a little forward of the beam. Let's get a sense we're heeled over more now than we were when we were going downwind, of course, earlier. We went faster, but here we more. So we're going to turn around. We've done a little bit around Howe Island, but we want to head back so that we can meet Dan and Theresa for drinks at the club. So Janice is going to show her prowess in tacking.
Yeah, we'll see how this goes.
I'll try and do it the way that's the least amount of work for you.
Okie dokie.
And the walls are closing in. Just remember where we're going. And remember where we've been.
You're wrong.
You put it around backwards. Janice put it around the winch in reverse order. There's going to be some education going on this summer.
Better?
Yeah, now you got to bring it all the way back around again. Yeah, bring it in. Okay, a little bit. Okay, now we're going. Wee. Okay, that's good. Now, did you do a workout? That was Janice's workout.
My first attempt.
It makes it way easier if you don't put it on the winch
Gotta do it wrong.
in the reverse order. No. You live and you learn, right? Okay, take two. Janice is going to try tacking again. This time I made sure the rope is the right direction. That's good. Right there's good. Thank you.
Yep.
That was better. Our boat.
And as long as we're together, it doesn't matter where we are.
Bouncy ride back into the harbor. Went home to Treasure Island. So that's the actual Treasure Island. This little boathouse doesn't look like it's doing too good, but it's still standing. Zoom in on that little house. That looked like it was kind of tipping over. The porch pedestals are at an angle, so that doesn't look good. All that is normally land also. The water is right up to that structure. They have a road that is totally washed out, and they have been parking on the road and then wading into their house. I don't even see where the road is supposed to be. Hey, Dan beat us back. There's Mimi Nu. It's Dan and Theresa, and they have their son on board and some of his friends.
So it was a beautiful day of sailing. The sun is just about setting. And now we are setting up a barbecue. That boat you saw is almost, I thought they were trying to hit us, with Dan and Theresa, and we're making asparagus, chicken, mashed potatoes, and salad. This is going to be sort of Theresa's birthday dinner with us. We weren't in Ottawa when she had a bit of a birthday get together, so this is going to be our chance to show her how much we love her. And you'll know them from, if you watch the BVI series when we went sailing on a catamaran. That was Dan and Theresa, who were Captain Dan and Theresa from that series. So anyways, they should be over soon. That's them coming now. Hello! It seems like the water level's gone up again, eh? Look at this makeshift like contraption we have to walk through. I know. It's like you got to be a circus performer to get across that.
It's hilarious. Yeah,
I
do.
The birthday hug.
Ooh, it's so wobbly.
Yeah, so your laces are on
You're
that
going to be
too.
drunk on this one, dude.
No, I
Oh,
know.
yeah.
I'm in
You
my
get-
golden years. I can't.
You get used to it.
Break a hip or something.
You get used to it.
It's so hilarious when I read your email, your text.
Well,
I
no,
laughed.
And it was just dumb luck I was filming you because lots of other boats went by. But I guess because you were heeled over.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh,
I've
that's
had
never
it-
seen my boat,
that's
so
not a shot. Well,
I'll
I've
be
seen it
able
at the
to see it.
club.
Yeah.
No, but I've never seen
Oh, what it looks like
Seen
from
it
the
in
outside.
action.
what it looks
Yeah.
like.
Kind of thing. Yeah. That's
So,
really cool.
That's what's funny is because I mean other boats went by and I didn't film them, and then I filmed yours.
Yeah.
But you were coming closer, and I'm like, I think we're on a collision course. I said, oh, I'm on starboard. He'll
I was trying
he'll
to
bear
get on
away.
a collision
And then
course.
I thought, oh, I'm going to end up passing in front of you. Then you turn to your starboard. I'm like, well, now we're on a collision course again. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with this guy?
Who's coming to say
And
hi?
knowing my luck, I'm like, I'm not taking any chances. I'm going to live in the right away.
Of course. You're
Teresa's birthday. Hold on, let get my beer open.
Oh,
Where's
yeah.
the camera?
Yeah,
Right there.
that's right there. Where would the
Jared.
camera
There.
be? Janice looking for a camera.
There we go.
This is so lovely. Great
Happy
friends.
birthday, Teresa.
Thank you.
birthday.
Thank you so much.
It's a big round number. We won't mention the number. It's a big round number.
Big round number.
That's all right.
A small
It's only
round
a
number.
Yep.
This is fruity. I like fruity.
Fruity.
Yeah.
It makes sense. You like fruity.
Yeah. She
Yes,
loves me.
I do. Yeah.
We have such good times with Dan and Theresa and so many other sailing friends. This evening was all about Teresa's birthday, but this could have been any night. Before we got the sailboat, Janice and I thought we had friends, but nothing like the friends we've gained over the 6 years we've owned our sailboat. There's just nothing like sailors for having a close-knit community. This becomes your floating cottage, but unlike a land-based cottage where you might know the neighbor on either side of you, with sailing, everybody always ends up being around each other all summer long. You're inviting people to your boat, they're inviting you to their boat, it goes back and forth every weekend, and before you know it, you are such close friends, you feel like family. So if you needed another reason to own a sailboat, there you go. You'll never have more friends than you do when you're part of the sailing and cruising community. We celebrated late into the night, and we passed a milestone while they were on our boat.
So while Dan and Teresa were on the boat, they just asked what subscribers we were at. I just checked the live number. We're at 10,001 subscribers. So we made it.
Oh, well done.
As promised, to celebrate this 10,000 subscriber milestone, we're going to have a live event on Wednesday, June 7th at 7 p.m. We've never done a live episode before, so it could turn into a total gong show. Tune in and see what happens. If it goes smoothly, we plan to answer questions and do that draw for the $99 gear giveaway. If you enjoyed this episode, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to follow along on us exploring the Thousand Islands and the Great Lakes, hit that subscribe button. And thanks to our patrons, of course, who make the channel possible. Until next time, this is Craig signing off, wishing you safe cruising.